Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today, I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the Wolverine State, Michigan. Every state is different. That's obvious and everyone knows it. But what's less obvious, what most folks don't know, is that this applies to SSDI claims or Social Security disability insurance claims as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in can have a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step of the process. We track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year, this time in February, so you know that this Michigan data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. There's the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Now, those first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration and follow all the same rules and regulations. As you can see from this chart coming in from the right, over the last year in Michigan, about 40.4%, that's 40.4% of initial applications for SSDI benefits were approved. And you can see how that compares here to the national average of 38.4%. It's a difference of 2% to the good side. Michigan is a bit ahead of the national average. You can also see how Michigan has done over the years, going all the way back to 2010. And we can see that over the past 10 years, Michigan has been slowly improving while still also staying ahead of that national average since about 2015. We made this video in February 2021. At that time, Michigan's ranking 25th in the nation in terms of the rate of approvals at the initial level. The key takeaway here, though, is that about 6 out of every 10 applications for SSDI benefits in Michigan are being denied at that initial level. Now, if that makes you a little bit worried, thinking about your own claim, kind of tough odds, yeah, it's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic is there's people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chances of success at every stage of the process. And if you want to see how an advocate could help with your claim, just click this little banner up here in the top right. You can watch a video all about it. Second reason not to panic is that being denied at initial application does not have to be the end of the road. That's because when people get denied at the initial application level, typically they're going to appeal that denial. They're going to ask for reconsideration, or recon as we call it. Reconsideration is also handled at the state level. And as this chart coming in from the right shows, actually, it's pretty rare for people to get approved at reconsideration. You can see that reflected both in the national data and in this Michigan data. So Michigan, with an approval rate of 13.3%, is just a little bit below that national average that you can see here of 13.7%. You can see, again, how Michigan has done over the last 10 years. And we can see that Michigan has taken a pretty drastic fall and has now fallen below the national average. Overall, in 2020, going into 2021 so far, Michigan ranks 31st in the nation in terms of approval at reconsideration. Now, you should know that the majority of people who apply for SSDI benefits in the United States do have to go to that 3rd stage of the process called the hearing. That's going to be true for Michiganders as well. Now, we got a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube all about the hearing process, if you want to get all the details. You can even see what a hearing is actually like. Again, click the little banner in the top right. Short version, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you then appeal that denial and you go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. And this is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, but usually several SSA hearing locations throughout the state, and each individual office has their own waiting times and their own approval rates. In this chart coming in from the right, you can see how Michigan fares, on average across all their offices against the national average for approval rates at hearing. It looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Michigan is coming in at a pretty nice 57.1% on average. Compare that to the national average here of 51.1%. That's going to put Michigan at ranking 9th in the nation. Now, when you appeal and ask for a hearing, you should know that it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. And of course, we have a video all about that too. Again, click in the top right. When it comes to hearing wait times for Michigan, you can see them here in the blue bars. We've got the national average of 11.4 months of waiting time before the hearing, and we can see that across the state for Michigan, the average is actually 9.9 months. That's pretty good. As you can see, there's more than one hearing location in Michigan. We can see that the shortest waiting time in the state is at Flint with a waiting time of 8.3 months, and the longest waiting time in the state is Livonia with a waiting time of 12.6 months, a little over a year. So with only one office actually having a longer wait time than the national average, Michigan as a whole is about a year and a half shorter on average for waiting times. Again, that's pretty good. You can also see that each office has its own approval rates. Those are the red bars. And in looking at the 2020 data leading into 2021, we can see that the best situation is in Oak Park with a sky-high approval rate of 69.2%. Things are less rosy looking, though, over at the Flint office with a 48.4%. And with only one office below the national average, Michigan as a whole is actually about 6% ahead of the national average for approval rates. So when we consider all this data, we can see that Michigan, as we said earlier, does rank 9th in the nation for approval rates at hearing, and for waiting times, Michigan actually ranks 8th in the nation. Not too shabby. The important thing to remember here, though, is that these waiting times for Michigan and for these individual offices that we're talking about, those are average waiting times. Some folks may get their hearings quicker than those average times. Some people are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than those average numbers. Now, we have got a lot more data about Michigan at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it out. Come visit us. Click on our state-by-state page and click into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. Now, if you are thinking about applying for SSDI benefits, no matter where you are in the country, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at these approval rate numbers, particularly initial and recon, you want to have the best possible chance at getting approved. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits, and we've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. So if you'd like to see if we can help you, no problem, just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you can just call us at the number on the screen. Hey, thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the Wolverine State, Michigan. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button down there and then ring the bell so that you can get a notification whenever we publish more videos. Also, please tell us what you think down there in the comments section. We got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you. So please do feel free to explore at our website and here on YouTube. I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching, and of course, have a great day.